Yes. Hi, my name is Alistair Harris, and today I will be interviewing my grandpa, David. Yeah,
Okay. Hi.
okay. Hi. It's okay. Okay, first question. Where were you born?
I was born in Grady Maternity Hospital in the city of Albany on March 12th, 1952.
Okay.
And that hospital is no longer there. After
Oh.
several years, they tore the hospital down.
Oh.
So it's the hospital that's come and gone. But that's where I was as a little baby.
Okay. Question 2.
Yeah.
What were your mom and dad's name?
My father's name was Donald Bramhall Harris, and my mother's name was Loretta Julia Petro Harris.
Okay. Third question. What were your grandparents' names?
My grandfather on my dad's side was Leroy and Ruth Harris, and on my mom's side was Sarah and Andrew Petro.
Okay. Let's see. And fourth question. What was school like?
Oh, school was good up until about the 6th grade, and then it kind of got boring. I wasn't a great reader, and I didn't like to read, and there became a lot of reading. So I tell everybody the most important thing you can do is to read. And the school I went to Ichabod Crane Central in Valatia up until 10th grade.
Okay.
And then from there, I went to Hoosac School for my junior and senior year, which is up in Hoosick, New York.
Okay. Now, fifth question. How many siblings did you have?
I am an only child, so it means I have no brothers, I have no sisters. But I had a lot of cousins. I had probably about 50 cousins,
Whoa.
first cousins, because my dad was one of 11, and most of them had 5 kids apiece. So by the time you add it up, there was almost 45 to 50 first cousins.
Okay.
So some of them were like siblings.
A lot of cousins.
A lot of cousins.
Sixth question. What were some of your favorite foods?
Oh boy. Well, right now I like pizza and I like my hamburgers. I like sausage, peppers, and onions. I like sweet corn. I like coleslaw. And I like some different soups. I like clam chowder, and I like tomato rice, and I like chicken noodle. So right now they're my favorites.
So, question 7. What was summer vacation like?
Well, summer vacation was pretty good because most of the time when I was young, I spent it on the farm, apple farm with my dad. So I was out in the farm with him all the time during the summer. And then as I got older, I worked in construction helping to build houses down in Valatia and Kinderhook. I worked for a contractor. So that involved using a shovel, carrying shingles, digging holes, all that kind of hard work. And it was pretty hard work because I didn't make a lot of money back then. And that was in the late 60s, early 70s. But that was my summer vacations.
Okay. Now, 8th question. Did you have any favorite books or movies?
As a kid, I liked Snow White, Lassie. There were some movies about Lassie. And as I grew older, I liked a movie called American Graffiti, which was a movie back into the 50s and 60s, which is all doo-wop kind of music. I do like the Star Wars stuff, so that's pretty good. I have been very interested in that. I have a little interest in Harry Potter, so I've seen some of the Harry Potter stuff. As far as books, I'm not a big reader, but I will read the Bible once in a while. And I like sometimes a good mystery or something that's funny.
Okay. Well, 9th question. Did you have any stuffed animals or dolls?
I had a stuffed animal. It was a little panda, a black and white panda. And I had that for years and years and years. So I was probably 7, 8 years old. And then it kind of faded away and kind of went away. And I think my mother kind of put it away.
A little different than your stuffed animals.
Yeah, so I don't have any left. They're all kind of gone.
Oh, okay. Well, 10th question. Did you have any pets?
I did. As a very young boy, I had a toy terrier as a puppy. And then I also got a collie. So I had 2 dogs back then. And then we had some German Shepherds throughout my youth as there. And since then, when my wife and Grandma and I got married, we've had several labs. So we like our labs. So someday we may get another lab, but we always loved our labs.
Like Duke. Anyway, 11th question. Did you go to church?
Yes, I did. I went to the Mitchellville Reformed Church as a young boy, and that is where I met Grandma.
Wow.
Yeah, we were in youth group and we were in junior choir together way back when. And that's when I first met your grandmother, way, way back then. When we were both, I was probably, I would say 7 or 8, and Grandma was probably 10-ish, give or take. And rest is history.
Yeah. Now, 12th question. Are there any things that you've kept from your childhood?
I have a couple of things. And one of the most important things that I've got is a horse on springs. It was an old kind of a rocking horse thing. It was made out of hard plastic and stuff. And I was big as a cowboy. That was my big thing growing up. I always wanted to be a cowboy. And I had guns and horses and stuff. And I've kept that horse ever since. And I rode on it. Your father rode onto it. Your Aunt Angie has ridden on it. You have ridden on it.
Yes.
And your brother has ridden on it. And it's still here.
Yep, down in the basement.
Down in the basement.
Bucky.
It's still there. Yep. I don't think I've got too much else as a kid. I've got some stuff that I made in school and shop class and stuff, but other than that, that's probably it, is the horse.
Yeah. Now, 13th question. Were there any games that you liked to play?
I used to like to play some cards, and I play cards with you guys every once in a while, and I'll play cards with Gabby and Mackenzie once in a while. But my games were mostly sports growing up. I was a big baseball player, and I played from Little League all the way to college, and I was a catcher that whole time. And I played for Northern Columbia County Little League. And I played against all of my friends because we all played from different areas. One was I was played at North Chatham. There was kids from Valatia and Stuyvesant Falls and Stuyvesant and Stockport and Columbiaville and Niverville and Valatia and Kinderhook. And I had friends in every one of them, so it was always very competitive. And we used to razzle each other at school that we were better.
Yeah.
But that was my biggest sport. And I played that all the way from high school, or from Little League all the way up to college. I played soccer in high school, and when I went to Hoosac, between my junior and senior year, I got a chance to go play soccer in Ireland for 2 weeks with my school. Ireland, big Ireland. So we had a good time over there. And I love to play ice hockey. And we used to play on some lakes and stuff as ice hockey. And then as I got a lot older, I played a couple of leagues up in Troy. And they were fun. They were adult leagues, and they were kind of fun. But that was my games that I would play.
Well, that's nice. Okay, 14th question. Last question.
Yeah.
What was your happiest or favorite memory?
I think for me, my favorite memories and happiness was when I was with my dad out on the farm. I was with him all the time. He was my best friend. So he taught me an awful lot, and I miss him. That's it. Being a farm boy, those are my happy memories.
Okay.
Okay?
Oh, that's all of them. Thank you for watching, and thank you for being my interviewee.
I'm very honored and I'm very privileged, and I've enjoyed this very much, and I hope you have some memories of me.